we go live on the World Wide Web at 2:50. I've just been informed that we are now live on the World Wide Web, and welcome to everybody who may be watching wherever you may be. From Australia, Dubai, and anywhere else around the country that you may be watching. Gents, if you can start to finish off, 1.5 minutes left of your warm-ups. If we can clear the pool as soon as we can, so we can get going at 2:15, that would be marvellous. So just before we get ready to go, I'd just like to welcome you to the Manchester Aquatic Centre here on day one of the session 2 of the ASA's County Championships for 2017. These championships can only take place with the freely given time on the efforts of our volunteers. The organisers would like to thank them for their hard work before, during and after the swimming, ensuring that all events are as trouble-free as possible. Thanks is also given to the management of and the staff of the Manchester Aquatic Centre for their cooperation and support. We are reminded that the Manchester Aquatic Centre is a no-smoking venue, and this includes the use of electronic cigarettes. To protect the environment, we ask that all rubbish be placed in the litter bins provided, whether on poolside or in the spectators gallery. For your safety and comfort, you are advised not to leave any property unattended, as its centre staff will remove these if left unattended. The events for this afternoon session are Event 201, the 10 years and over girls 200 metres individual medley. Event 202, boys 10 years and over 200 metres butterfly, and event 203, the girls 10 years and over 200 metres backstroke. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interests of fair play, we would ask you to switch off or set to silent mode any mobile phones or pages. If one should activate or sound at the start of the race, it may jeopardise a competitor's position. We also ask for silence and no flash photography once the swimmers have been called to their blocks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto poolside your team of technical officials. Your referees for this afternoon's session is Bob Thompson and David Collins. And your starter for this afternoon's session is Nikki Edwards. Officials, would you like to take your seats? Ladies and gentlemen, the competition will commence in just a few minutes. Our first event is event 201, the women's 10 years and over 200 metres individual medley. There are 26 heats, and as we do normally, we start with heat number 1. So as we get this first heat underway of this afternoon's session, in this first heat we have in lane 1 Adia Tiernan from Wigan Best. In lane 2 Zara Borland from Southport. Lane 3 Alexandra Prince from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 4 Freya Boardman from Everton. Lane 5 Sienna Renz from Crosby. Lane 6 Elise Bruns from Liverpool Penguins, and in lane 7 Martha Miller from Preston. As we come down into this 100-metre turn of the backstroke, it's Elise Bruns from Liverpool Penguins turning first from Sienna Renz in Crosby. In third place we've got Zara Borland from Southport. So we've got a close race down this third leg, this breaststroke leg. Lanes 1, 2 and 3, Adia Tiernan, Zara Borland and Alexander Prince. But still out in front, Elise Bruns from Liverpool Penguins. Sienna Renz turning in second from Crosby. So as we come into the last 5 metres, we've got Ellis Bruns from Liverpool Penguin touching first, 3 minutes 0060. From Sienna Renz, 3:04.41, and Zara Borland from 3:08.25. We'll just wait for the confirmation of the results. So just while we get this result confirmed on the board, and there we go, we have the result for heat number 1. Heat number 2. So as we go down this butterfly leg in this second heat, we have Holly Barden from Garston in lane number 1. Afia Minus from City of Manchester in 2. Jessica Smith from Flixton in 3. Rachel Waters from Pioneer in 4. Elizabeth Ashton from Oldham Aquatics in 6. 7. Hannah McKeague from Oldham Aquatics. And 7. Rihanna Archer from Wigan Best. So it looks as though Rachel Waters in lane 4 has just got a slight lead over Afia Minus from City of Manchester. And it looks as though coming into this last 5 metres of this backstroke leg, it's going to be Afia that turns first. Afia turns first from Rachel Waters, with Jessica Smith from Flixton in 3rd place. But, as we've said, it's the breaststroke leg that sorts everybody out. And it's Rachel Waters that's just starting to edge out, but Hannah McKeague from Oldham Aquatics in lane 7 is starting to come through. And if she keeps this up, she looks as though she's going to turn first on this breaststroke leg. And it is Hannah McKeague from Oldham Aquatics that turns first, 2:16.43 from Rachel Waters and Jessica Smith from Flixton. And we've got a good race now coming down this last 50 metres. Into the last 25, Rachel Waters is coming back to Hannah McKeague. Is Hannah McKeague going to hang on into the last 5 metres? Hannah McKeague looks as though she's going to touch first from Jessica Smith and Rachel Waters in 3rd. Just wait for the confirmation of the results. Result there is confirmed for heat number 2. Heat number 3. So in lane number 1 we've got Eve Pendlebury from the City of Salford. In 2 we've got Hannah MacDonald, also from the City of Salford. Lane 3, Lauren Airy from Preston. Lane 4, Alana Carruthers from Bolton Metro. Lane 5, Ella Bloxage from the City of Salford. Lane 6, Ella Falkenham from Southport. In 7, Emily Gaskell from Wigan Best. And in lane 8, Lola Barron from Burnley Aquatics. So we go down the butterfly leg. It's our 2 swimmers out there in lanes 1 and 2, Eve Pendlebury and Hannah MacDonald, that turn first and second. And they've just got a slight lead over Ella Falkingham. So as we come into the turn, last 5 metres of this backstroke leg, it looks as though it could be. It's Eve Pendlebury and Hannah MacDonald that turn on exactly the same time from Ella Falkingham. But Ella Bloxage from City of Salford is starting to come back. She's got a very, very strong breaststroke. going through that first 25 of that. She's made up lots and lots of ground on the other swimmers. But Hannah MacDonald looks as though she's still maintaining that slight lead. But we're coming into the last 5 metres of this breaststroke leg. It's Ella Bloxage from the city of Salford turning first from Eve Pendlebury and Hannah MacDonald. So our 3 Salford swimmers are now going away from our other competitors. Coming down into the last 5 metres, it's Ella Bloxage that's just pulled out that slight lead. She's going to touch first from Hannah MacDonald and Eve Pendlebury. Clean sweep for our City of Salford swimmers. Just wait for the confirmation of the result, and there we go. Heat number 4. In heat number 4, we have in lane 1 Mia Smith, Pioneer 79. In lane 2, Emma Pomfret from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3, Hattie Varley from Clitheroe. Lane 4, Sophie Jones from Southport. Lane 5, Madeline Bailey from Wigan Best. Lane 6, Amelia Hunt from Bootle. In lane 7, Emily Byram from Oldham Aquatics. And in lane 8, Lily Gregg from Pioneer 79. It's Hattie Varley from Clitheroe, who's took it out after the first 50 to this butterfly leg. She's now got a slight lead over Sophie Jones and Mia Smith over there in lane 1. Everybody else very close together in lanes 6, 7 and 8. Amelia Hunt, Emily Byram and Lily Gregg. So Hattie Varley turns first, Sophie Jones in second, Mia Smith in third. But it's a really, really good turn by Amelia Hunt, who's coming back very, very strongly on this breaststroke leg. She's almost caught our leaders. Down to this last 15, it looks as though it's Mia Smith over there in lane 1 that looks as though she might just have the edge over Amelia Hunt. And it is Mia Smith that's going to turn first from Sophie Jones and Amelia Hunt, who turn in exactly the same time, 12:12:49. And then we go into the last 25 metres. Mia Smith just has that slight edge, but coming back very, very strongly is our 2 ladies, Hattie Varley and Amelia Hunt. And it's Hattie Varley that gets the touch, 2:50.77 over Amelia Hunt, 2:50.79, 200ths of a second. Mia Smith, 2:52.22. We'll wait for confirmation of that result. And we have the confirmation of Heat 4. We seem to have a DQ. But we'll get back to you on that one. Heat number 5. So just to confirm that disqualification from event 201 in heat number 4, lane number 1. As we come down to the end of our backstroke leg, it looks as though it could be Olivia Borland. No, Caitlin O'Brien that touches first from Olivia Borland. And Meneshiras from Preston. So in lane 1 we've got Hannah Wang from Stretford. Lane 2, Elizabeth Braley from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3, Meneshiras from Preston. Lane 4, Caitlin O'Brien, also from Preston. Lane 5, Daisy Poole, Wigan Best. Lane 6, Connie Roberts from Ormskirk. Lane 7, Olivia Borland from Southport. And in lane 8, Katie Rounsley from Prescott. And coming down to the end of this breaststroke leg, it's going to be very, very hard to see who's going to touch first. It's going to be Hannah Wang from Connie Roberts and Katie Rounsley from Prescott in third, 2:13.00. But Hannah Wang is just starting to edge out. She's probably got about two meters over Connie Roberts and Katie Rounsley. So as we go under the flags, it's going to be Hannah Wang who's going to get the second. It's going to be Katie Rounsley from Prescott with Connie Roberts in third place, but we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go, confirmation of the result. Heat number 6. And as we go down this first leg, the butterfly leg, Lucy Irvin is from Wigan Best. She's in lane 1. Ella Prescott from Ormskirk. In lane 2, Catherine Waters from Pioneer 79 in 3. Daisy Morehouse from Aqua Bears in 4. Kate Dutton from Leyland Barracudas in 5. Rebecca Walsh, City of Salford in 6. Emily Unsworth from Aqua Bears in 7, and Olivia Sheehan from Wigan Best in 8. And it's Rebecca Walsh from the City of Salford who has the slightest of lead over Ella Prescott over on the far side. These two couldn't be any further apart. So it's going to be Ella Unsworth. Emily Unsworth, who turns first. From Kate Dutton, Leyland Barracudas. And Ella Prescott in third, 1:19.64. As we're starting to, as we go through the 25 on this breaststroke leg, Emily Unsworth is dragging Olivia Sheehan with her. But Ella Prescott over there in lane 2 is still staying in touch. It's all going to be on this last leg, the freestyle leg. We've got Emily Unsworth to turn first. Ella Prescott now in second place. But she's being chased by Catherine Waters from Pioneer 79. So under the flags goes Emily Unsworth. She touches first. Second place is going to go to Catherine Waters from Pioneer 79 and Ella Prescott from Ormskirk, finishing in third place. We'll just wait for that confirmation of that result. And there we go, we have the confirmation. Heat number 7. In Heat 7, we've got Jessica Murray from the city of Salford in lane 1, Christine Williams from Preston in 2, Isabel Wilson, Liverpool Penguins in 3, Alice Sands from Carnforth in 4, Felicity Dodd from Burnley Aquatics in 5, Rachel Hornby from Wigan Best in 6, Natasha Ty, city of Salford in 7, and Amber Mann from Preston in lane number 8. But it's Isabel Wilson from the Liverpool Penguins that's taken an early lead from Natasha Ty. And as we come under the flags on this backstroke leg, it looks as though it's actually going to be Natasha that's going to turn first. And it is from Isabel Wilson. Just coming into third place now is going to be Rachel Hornby. But it's very, very even as we go down this breaststroke leg through the first 25. It could be anybody's race down this last 50. Some very, very strong breaststroke legs by all competitors. We come into the turn, it's Christine Williams who's had a absolutely fabulous breaststroke leg. She turns in first from Isabel Wilson, and Felicity Dodd, who came through into third place. Well, the race is now on down this last 50 for the 50 free. And it looks as though it's going to be Christine Williams from Preston. who's starting to edge out. But in lanes 5, 6 and 7, it's going to be on the touch. Who's going to get it? And it is. It's Christine Williams first from Preston, Felicity Dodd second from Burnley Aquatics, and Rachel Hornby from Wigan Best in third. Just wait for the confirmation of that result, and there we go. Heat number 8. So in this heat number 8, we've got Kira Richmond from Carnforth in lane 1, Jodie Beck from Blackburn in 2, Ellie Lomax from Oldham Aquatics in 3, Alicia Heath from Pioneer 79 in 4, Lucy Turner from Clitheroe in 5, Lucy Dixon, Bolton Metro in 6, Millie Waddington from Pioneer 79 in 7, and Georgia Heath from Bolton Metro in lane number 8. As we've gone through our butterfly leg, it was Ellie Lomax from Oldham Aquatics that turned first. And it looks as though on this backstroke leg she's actually stretched out that little bit of a lead, 2 metres thereabouts, over Millie Waddington and Georgia Heath in lanes 7 and 8. They're going to turn second and third. And as we come into the last 15 of this breaststroke leg, it looks as though it's Lucy Dixon that might touch first, and it is, with Millie Waddington, Lucy Dixon in first, Georgia Heath in second, and Ellie Lomax in third. But down this final 50, it's Georgia Heath down here in lane number 8, who has had a fantastic freestyle leg and is going to touch first. She does. Just while we wait for confirmation of that. And there we go, we've got the confirmation of the result. Heat number 9. So in lane number 1, we've got Ella Williams, Pioneer 79. Chelsea Gore from Wigan Best in lane number 2. Samantha Ash from Blackpool Aquatics in 3. Neve Speakman, Wigan Best in 4. Piper Stevens, Wigan Best in 5. Tanisha Benet Smith, City of Liverpool in 6. Rosie Linley from Leyland Barracudas in 7. And Nishiki Chauhan from City of Manchester in lane number 8. But it's Samantha Ash who's got a very, very good lead coming to the end of this backstroke leg over Neve Speakman. Very, very good turn by Neve Speakman, has brought her right back with Samantha. Also, Piper Stevens is starting to come through very, very good breaststroke technique. Piper, who turned in 6th place, is now virtually in the lead. And it looks as though as we come into the last 5 metres, she's going to turn first into this freestyle leg. And it is Piper Stevens from Wigan Best who turns first, from Samantha Ash from Blackpool Aquatics. Chelsea Gore, she turned in 3rd. So as we get down into this last 25, is Piper going to maintain this lead? Or are the other two just going to come back on it? Into the last 5 metres, very, very good swim by Piper Stevens to take that first place. Chelsea Gore, a teammate from Wigan Best, touching in 2nd. Samantha Ash from Blackpool in 3rd place, but we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go, the confirmation of the result. Heat number 10. It's very, very even as we go down this first butterfly leg. Jessica Williamson over in lane 1 looks as though she's having a good first leg. It's Gabrielle Parker from Preston that turns first, with Jessica Williamson in lane 1 turning 2nd. Ella Newton, Preston in 3rd. And Holly Hodgkinson from Aquabears in lane 8. Turning in 4th, but there's not much between any of them. So as we come into the turn of the backstroke leg, it's Olivia McGinty from Clitheroe that's turned first, from Gabrielle Parker and Jessica Williamson. And as we go through the 25, it's Olivia McGinty that looks as though she's starting to stretch this lead. But as we come into the turn, she does turn first, but only just, from Gabrielle Parker from Preston. Only 5/10 of a second, so the race is on. And Jessica Williamson from Wigan Best over in lane 1 has had somebody to chase and she's coming through. As we get into the last 15, it looks as though it's going to be Olivia McGinty that's going to take it, but who's going to take the second place? Very good swim by Jessica Williamson to take that second place from Gabrielle Parker, but we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of that result. Heat number 11. As we come into the first 50 turn, it's Emma Dixon from the City of Manchester that turns first from Charlotte Riley, City of Salford, and Charlotte Hayes from Ramsbottom in third place. Over in lane number 1, we've got Amelia Sykes from Lancaster, Charlotte Hayes from Ramsbottom in 2, Daisy Cornell from Everton in 3, Charlotte Riley from City of Salford in 4, Emma Dixon in 5 from City of Manchester, Abigail Murray from Pioneer 79 in 6, Jessica Smith from City of Manchester in 7, and Amy Grovestock from the City of Salford down here in lane number 8. But it's Emma Dixon, City of Manchester, turn first at the end of that backstroke leg from Charlotte Hayes and then Charlotte Riley. Through the 25 on this breaststroke leg, Emma Dixon just starting to stretch a lead. And as it is, she's going to turn first. Charlotte Hayes in second, and Daisy Cornell from Everton now in third. But it's Emma Dixon that's stretching a lead with every stroke. But there is a very, very good race on for second place between lanes 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7. And it looks as though it could be Charlotte Riley who's going to touch in second, and it is Daisy Cornell who finishes in third place, but we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it, the confirmation of the result for heat number 11. Heat number 12. So over in lane 1 we've got Holly Maxwell on Blackpool Aquatics, Robin Douglas from the Isle of Man, Katie Doherty in lane 3 from Charlie Marlins, Rachel Thompson in 4 from Southport, Ellie Fraser, City of Salford in 5, Leanne Carey from St Helens in 6, Megan Finn, City of Salford in 7, and Rosie Fordham from Bolton Metro down here in lane 8. And we've got two sides of the pool. Rosie Fordham down here in lane 8 from Bolton Metro. Holly Maxwell from Blackpool. She looks as though she's going to turn first, but it looks as though Rosie Fordham is going to turn in second. And she does, with Ellie Fraser from the City of Salford. She's in 3rd place. Coming to the end of this breaststroke leg. It's Ellie Fraser from the City of Salford. It's turned in 1st place from Rachel Thompson and Holly Maxwell. Rachel Thompson has shortened the stroke and she's catching Ellie Fraser, but I think Ellie's going to hang on in this last 5 metres, and she does, from Rachel Thompson and Holly Maxwell over there in lane number 1. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of the result. And there we go, heat number 13. So as we go down the first leg, we have a disqualification to announce in heat number 12 of this event in lane number 7. So disqualification in event 201, heat number 12, lane 7. And as we come to the end of the breaststroke leg, we have Alicia McElroy from Southport turning in first, from Emily Peters, City of Manchester. Katie Adkins from Southport in third. But it looks like Alicia McElroy from Southport has just got the edge over everybody else. So coming into the finish, it's Alicia McElroy from Southport touching in first, from Katie Adkins, and Emily Peters in third. But we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. Just while we wait for the confirmation of that result, just a reminder that you can get all your results on the live stream at swimlancashire.org.uk. Don't forget the www at the beginning. Also, your tweets at swimlancashire, hashtag LancsChamps17. Lots and lots of information. If you want to send us anything, you certainly can do. I'd like to say, if we get your tweets, we'll try and read them out as much as we can. And then we go for the results. Heat 14. So in heat number 14, in lane number 1, we've got Alicia Olesniewski from the City of Manchester. Libby Manning from Garston in 2. Charlotte Bacon from Oldham Aquatics in 3. Eleanor Priestner from Southport in 4. Darcy Williams from Pioneer 79 in 5. And a teammate, Caitlin Armstrong, in lane number 6. Lane number 7, Gemma Croft from Oldham Aquatics. And Freya Ainsworth from the City of Liverpool, down here in lane 8. But it's Libby Manning over there in lane number 2 that's got a good lead. But Darcy Williams has had a fantastic turn onto a breaststroke. As we come into the last 15, Libby Manning is just managing to maintain her lead over what looks like Charlotte Bacon by now. These two are first and second, with Darcy Williams from Pioneer 79 turning in third place. Very, very good turn by Libby. She's stretched out that lead. Is Darcy going to come through to take this second place? But Eleanor Priestner in 4. So it's going to be Libby Manning that touches first from Charlotte Bacon. and Eleanor Priestner from Southport in third. Just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go, heat number 15. Coming into the turn on our butterfly leg, Abigail Harrop from Bolton Metro turning in first from Ruby Kane. Down in here in lane 8 from Pioneer 79, she's in second, and Alicia Hogan also from Bolton Metro. And over in lane number 2, she's turning in second, third. Ruby Kane just seems to be starting to stretch out a little bit of a lead as we come under the flags. 2 metres. When she comes into the turn, she turns first from Abigail Harrop and Ella Price. Oldham Aquatics. Very, very close between second, third and fourth. As we come down to the last 5 metres of this breaststroke leg, it could be anybody's race. Very, very close between everybody. Lane 1, lane 3. Erin Hoyland, she's turning in second. Ella Price turning in first, with Tiara Collins from Wigan Best. She's in third. But in lane 2, Alicia Hogan, Bolton Metro is starting to come through, and as we come under the flags in the last 5 metres, it's going to be anybody's touch. Ella Price from Oldham Aquatics gets it over Alicia Hogan. And then Erin Hoyland, 6/10 of a second between first, second and third. And there we have the results. Heat 16. So as we come down this backstroke leg into the last 15 metres, we've got Meadow Dronsfield from the City of Manchester, who's just got a little bit of a lead over Lily Duckworth, Pioneer 79. Who's going to touch? It is Meadow. But a fabulous turn by Lily Duckworth has put her into the lead. Michaela Shackleton down here in lane 8 from Pioneer 79, and Isabel Williamson from Wigan Best in 7. They're starting to come back on Lily, but it's very, very even right the way across the pool. End of the breaststroke leg. It's Lily Duckworth from Ruby Hearn, City of Liverpool, and then Michaela Shackleton from Pioneer 79. But a good turn means that Lily Duckworth seems to have stretched out her lead. Coming into the last 15 metres, but they're coming back at her, and it's Meadow Dronsfield as we come under the flags. Is Lily going to hang on? Is she going to get the touch? She does. Only just 0.2 of a second. Lily Duckworth first, Meadow Dronsfield second, Ruby Hearn from City of Liverpool third. And we wait for the confirmation of that result. We're still waiting for Michaela Shackleton's time. And there we have confirmation of it. Got Michaela Shackleton in third. That is the confirmation of the result. Heat 17. So through the first 50, Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics. She's on a slight lead from Tallulah Hughes, Bolton Metro, and Lauren Teeby from Southport. As we come under the flags, it's going to be Kimberly Burston again, who's going to turn first from Lauren Teeby. With Olivia Brannock, City of Manchester, in third. So out in one we've got Alex Donoghue, Bolton Metro, Ella Snelham from Leyland Barracudas in 2, Kimberly Burston in 3, Lauren Teeby from Southport in 4, Olivia Brannock from City of Manchester in 5, Tallulah Hughes, Bolton Metro in 6, Katie Jones from Blackpool Aquatics in 7, and Tallulah Cullen from Bolton Metro in 8. As we come down to the end of the breaststroke leg, it looks as though it's Kimberly just going to hang on in that first place from Tallulah Hughes from Bolton Metro. But now the race is on between these two. As we come into the final 25, Kimberly looks as though she's just hanging on, but Tallulah is starting to come back. As is Lauren Tive from Southport. It's going to be Kimberly Burston. And just in that last 5 minutes, Tallulah Hughes has just managed to hang on from Lauren Tive. As we wait for the confirmation. And there we go, we have the confirmation of that result, heat 18. And at the end of the butterfly leg, Morgan Gaskell-French from Leyland Barracudas turns first, 32.05. From Rebecca Dawson, City of Manchester, 32.81. Alice Entwistle from Clitheroe in third. But on this backstroke leg, it's Alice Entwistle that's starting to come through. So as we come into the turn, it's going to be Rebecca Dawson that's going to turn first from Alice Entwistle. And then Morgan Gaskell-French from Leyland Barracudas, 1:13.91. But it's this all-important breaststroke leg that's going to sort people out. And after a good turn, it looks as though Morgan has actually started to pull through into first place. And with it, she's taking Olivia Dykes from the City of Manchester. So at the end of that breaststroke leg, it's Morgan Gaskell-French from Leyland Barracudas, 1:59.84, from Olivia Dykes, City of Manchester, to 2 minutes, 0.40, with Alice Entwistle from Clitheroe in third place. But it's going to be between these two. And as we come into the finish, it's Morgan Gaskell-French that's going to touch first from Olivia Dykes, and Alice Entwistle in third place. But we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. We have no time for Alicia Page Wollstonecroft. And there we have confirmation of that result. Heat number 19. We have a disqualification to announce in that last heat. Heat number 18 is lane 1. So the disqualification is in heat event 201, heat 18, lane 1. So on the turn into the breaststroke leg, we've got Abby Wyatt from Southport with Imogen Moss from Preston. These two battling it out, coming through strongly now. On the first 25 is Josephine Stevens from the city of Salford. Josephine having a very, very strong breaststroke leg, and she's going to turn first, which she does. Second, Imogen Moss, her teammate. Third, Lily Walworth from Southport over in lane 1. And on the freestyle leg, it's Josephine Stevens. Josephine Stevens touching in first, Imogen Moss in second, and Lily Walworth in third place. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go, heat number 20. So into the turn, we've got Jade Nuttall, City of Salford, turning in first from Katie Richardson, Oldham Aquatics in second. Hannah Raystrick, Burnley Aquatics, turning in third. Kirsten Dronsfield in fourth. She's out there in lane 1. Ellie Pomfret from Blackpool in 2. Hannah Raystrick, Burnley Aquatics in 3. Jade Nuttall, Salford in 4. Katie Richardson, Oldham Aquatics in 5, Eve Richings, Liverpool Penguins in 6, Olivia Clare, City of Manchester in 7, Hannah Edwards from Carnforth down here in lane 8. But as it is at the turn, it's Jade Nuttall from the City of Salford, from Katie Richardson, with Kirsten Dronsfield, City of Manchester over there in lane 1. She's turning third. But it's Katie Richardson that's coming back on Jade Nuttall. And as we come into the last 5 metres of this breaststroke leg, it looks as though it could be Katie Richardson that turns first, and it is, from Jade Nuttall, with Hannah Raystrick turning in third. And as we come down this final 25, it's going to be anybody's race, because Hannah Edwards down here from Carnforth in lane number 8 is starting to come back, and with Olivia Clare from the City of Manchester, these two look as though they could steal it into the last 5 metres. Olivia Clare from the City of Manchester, from Jade Nuttall and Hannah Edwards. Thought it was going to be close between those three. And there we go, confirmation of the result. Heat 21. And as we go out on our first leg, we have in lane 1 Lucy Hanford from Leyland Barracudas, Jessica Morgan from Southport in lane 2, Chiara Tomasello from City of Manchester in 3, and Charlotte Dunn, Pioneer 79 in 4, Neve Knowles, Bolton Metro in 5, Emily Conway, City of Manchester in 6, Ellie Ward, Pioneer 79 in 7, and Victoria Hill from Southport down here in lane number 8. But it's Chiara Tomasello from the City of Manchester. And as we go through that turn, Chiara Tomasello from the City of Manchester turns in first. Jessica Morgan, Southport in second. And Victoria Hill, who had a really good backstroke leg, down here in lane 8 from Southport, turning in third. But Jessica Morgan, out there in lane 2, looks as though she's just starting to move weight as we start to come into this last 5 metres. It's going to be Jessica Morgan turning first from Chiara Tomasello. And Victoria Hill down here in lane 8. Just as we come down this final 25, I've got a disqualification to announce in heat 20, the last heat, in lane number 1. So we have a disqualification in event 201, heat 20, lane 1. Under the flags, last 5 metres, Jessica Morgan, 2:34.01. Chiara Tomasello, 2:35.35, and Charlotte Dunn from Pioneer 79, 2:38.38. We'll wait for that confirmation. And there we go. Heat 22. So in heat 22, down this first leg, in lane 1, Alicia Gornall from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2, Chloe Quarton from Crosby. Lane 3, Ellie Cameron, Leyland Barracudas. Lane 4, Anna Duncan from Liverpool Penguins. Lane 5, Mia Greenoff from Wigan Best. Lane 6, Alexander Whitehead, City of Salford. Lane 7, Emma Blair, Aqua Bears. And in lane 8, Anna Dutton from Leyland Barracudas. So it's Anna Duncan from Liverpool Penguins. Into this backstroke turn, she's going to go first. From Chloe Quarton and Mia Greenoff. But it's Chloe Quarton in lane 2. It looks as though she's just starting to stretch out a little bit of a lead as we come into this last 5 metres. She touches first, 1:55.95. And then the battle between Anna Duncan, Ellie Cameron, Alexander Whitehead and Emma Blair for second place. It looks as though it's going to be Alexander Whitehead. Chloe Quarton's going to touch first, Alexander Whitehead second, and Emma Blair in third place. Anna Duncan fourth, but we'll wait for the confirmation. And there we go, heat 23. As we go through the first 25, it looks as though it's Emily Keys from the city of Salford, who looks as though she's just got an arm's length over Leah Williams in lane 4. And we'll see about the touch. It is Emily Keys. She's gone out in 30.46 over Simone Elson from Pioneer 79 and Leah Williams, also from Pioneer, in lane 4. But it's still Emily maintaining a slight lead over Josie Carroll. But coming in down into this last 5 metres, it's going to be touch and go. It's going to be Emily Keys from Josie Carroll, with Maisie Johnson in third. So on this breaststroke leg, 35 metres, it looks as though Leah Williams could turn in first from Josie Carroll. And it is Leah Williams. Fantastic breaststroke leg. So let's see if she can maintain it as she comes down in the freestyle from Josie Carroll. Third place was Maya Erzenissen. So as we come into the finish, it's Josie Carroll from Leah Williams, Maisie Johnson taking the third. We'll wait for that result. And there we have confirmation of that result, heat 24. As we come into the breaststroke turn, it's Chelsea Crabtree from the city of Salford in lane 6, who's got the turn on Charlotte Dodson and Jennifer Green, Wigan Best. But there's not much between them, and over in lane 2, Charlotte Hume from the city of Manchester is starting to come back on them. So it could be it's between Jennifer Green and Charlotte Hume who's going to get the touch. Very, very close. Charlotte Hume gets it from Jennifer Green. We're talking 300ths of a second. That's how close it was. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. .231.08 for Charlotte Hume, 231.11 for Jennifer Green. And Alice Fox wasn't that far behind. And we have confirmation of event or heat 24, heat 25. So in this penultimate heat, we've got Neve Wilger from Southport and a teammate, Victoria Dawson in lane 2, Emily Lawrence from Preston in 3, Abby Jones from Southport in 4, Hannah Sheehan from Wigan in 5, Ellie Perris, Pioneer 79 in 6, Charlotte Renz from Crosby in 7, and a teammate, Emily Spencer, down here in lane number 8. But it's Abby Jones that's just got the edge over Charlotte Renz, Emily Lawrence and Victoria Dawson. But there's not much between them at all. It is Abby Jones who turns first from Charlotte Renz and Emily Spencer. Whereas we've gone 35 metres in this breaststroke leg, it's Victoria Dawson in lane 2 with Emily Lawrence just behind her and Emily Spencer down here in lane number 8 that are going to be fighting it out for the turn. And it is Victoria Dawson that turns first from Emily Lawrence, with Hannah Sheehan actually turning in third. With 25 to go, Victoria Dawson from Emily Lawrence. Hannah Sheehan starting to come back. Who's going to get it? And it looks as though under the flags it's going to be Emily Lawrence. And it is from Victoria Dawson and Hannah Sheehan, third place, but wait for that all-important confirmation. There we go. Heat 26. the end of the butterfly leg. It's Holly Rollinson from Chloe Golding, a teammate, in lane number 4, turning first and second. Matty J. Oliver from Bootle in third. Anna Doherty, Bolton Metro in 4. Coming to the end of the backstroke turn, it's Chloe Golding from Matty J. Oliver. Down here in lane number 8, Holly Rollinson just dropping back into third place. But it's this all-important breaststroke leg that seems to determine how the race goes, and it's Anna Doherty in lane number 3 that's made a really good comeback on this breaststroke leg. She's turning first from Chloe Golding, and now the race is on between these two. Chloe's just starting to shorten her stroke, speed up. Coming under the flags, last 5 metres, it's going to be Chloe Golding from Anna Doherty. With Holly Rollinson taking the third place. Very, very good swim. Just wait for the confirmation of that result. And that brings us to the end of this event, 201. Our next event is event 202, the men's 10 years and over 200 metres butterfly. There are 6 heats. And heat number 1. So as we come down this final leg of this 200 metres butterfly, it's Jake Reynolds from Bolton Metro that's going to touch in first place. From Max Adams and Ellis Nixon. And then we have confirmation of the result. Heat number 2. Henry Moore from Southport taking first. Ben Rogerson second. Luke Black third. We'll wait for that confirmation of the results. And then we have the confirmation. Heat 3. So as we get Heat 3 underway, we've got Kai Collins from Blackburn. He's in lane number 1. Benjamin Porter from Leyland Barracudas in 2. Alex Kirk, City of Manchester in 3. Adam Jones from Flixton in 4. Christopher Walker, City of Manchester in 5. Benjamin Makin, Pioneer 79 in 6. In 7, Adam Newell, City of Salford. And in lane 8, Carl McKenna, Leyland Barracudas. There's a return at the first 50. Adam Jones from Flixton is just out in front from Ben Makin. And then Kai Collins from Blackburn over there in lane number 1. So as we come under the flags and reach the halfway point, it's going to be Adam Jones who turns first from Ben Makin, and Kai Collins in 3rd. Through into the 150 turn. Adam Jones still maintaining his lead. From Kai Collins, Blackburn over in lane 1. Then in 3rd place, we've got Ben Makin in lane 6. But as we come down into the last 15, Kai Collins looks as though he's going to keep this this 2nd place. But Ben Makin doesn't look as though he's going to have it all his own way. It looks as though it's going to be Kyle McKenna who's going to come through into this 3rd place. It's going to be on the touch. It is. Adam Jones first, Kai Collins 2nd. Kyle McKenna from Leyland Barracudas. He finishes in 3rd place. Good swim by him, 2:32.68. And just wait for that confirmation, and there we go. Heat number 4. And as we go into the first turn, it looks as though it's Nathan Bennett, the City of Manchester, who turns first from Cameron Frame, his teammate. Joseph Niven from Southport in 3rd. Nathan Bennett starting to extend his lead. But now coming through into 2nd is Joseph Niven. This is starting to be an interesting battle between Joseph Niven and Cameron Frame. But as we go down this 3rd 50, Jack Hardman from Pioneer 79 is starting to make inroads into these other 2 swimmers. So it's Nathan Bennett that turns first, Joseph Niven turns 2nd. Then it's Cameron Frame, but hot on his heels is Jack Hardman from Pioneer 79. So down this last 50, Is Cameron going to hang on to this third place? Jack Howard from Preston is starting to finish strong. He's coming through. As we come under the flags, it's Cameron. It's not. It's going to be Jack Howard that finishes third. So Nathan Bennett is first, Joseph Niven second, and Jack Howard from Preston finishing third. But we'll wait for that confirmation. And there we have it. Heat number 5. So as we come into the 50 turn, it's Sam Goldrick turning first, 28.95 from Ewan McCavitt. Pioneer 79, 29.50. Followed very, very closely by Joshua Lambert from Blackburn, 30.10. As we come to the 100 turn, it's Sam Goldrick again from Ewan McCavitt. But it's very, very close by a number of swimmers, especially Ewan Wilson down here in lane number 8, City of Salford, turning in third, 1:05.25. But he's starting to come back, and he is on the other side of Sam Goldrick and Marcus Day, along with Thomas Roberts and Joshua Lambert. So Sam still turning in first, Ewan McCavitt second, Ewan Wilson, City of Salford in third. But as we come into the last 25, these other swimmers are starting to catch Samuel. And over there in lane 2, Ewan McCavitt. It's going to be touch and go between Ewan Wilson and it is Ewan Wilson, City of Salford, that takes the touch. 2:15.37 from Ewan McCavitt, 2:15.54 and 2:15.61 for Samuel. In lane 3, Thomas Payne. In lane 4 from the City of Manchester, and his teammates Sam Horrocks in 5, Alistair Stout in 6, James Morrison from Bolton Metro in 7, with Paolo Moniz from Southport down here in lane number 8. But it's Sam Horrocks with his teammate Thomas Payne. These two starting to pull away from our other swimmers. Matthew George in lane 3. He's our next, but it's a tight battle between these two 23-year-olds from City of Manchester. It's going to be touch and go as we come into this last 25. It's Sam Horrocks that's just got the lead over Thomas into the last 5. Sam Horrocks gets the touch, 2:01. 72 from Thomas Payne, 202.00, with Matthew George, a very, very credible third. City of Salford, 208.11. And so while we wait for the result to be confirmed, that brings us to the end of this event. And there we have the confirmation of that result. Our next and final event is event 203, which is the women's 10 years and over 200 metres backstroke. There are 20 heats. And as always, we start with heat number 1. So while we wait for the installation of our backstroke ledges, and we get our last event underway. Just to let you know, you can still keep up with all our live results on swimlancashire.org.uk. And it looks as heat number 1. So in this first heat, just 3 competitors. Lane number 3, Lola Cragg from Burnley Aquatics. Nicole Lomas from Bolton Metro in lane number 4, and Grace Reed from Prescott. And as we come into the turn, it's Nicola Lomas turning first in 43.06. Lola turning in 45.64. And Grace 47.05. And as we come into this last 25, it's still Nicole Lomas, from Bolton Metro maintaining a lead. Lola Cragg. It's been like this all the way through this first heat. So it's Nicole Lomas from Bolton Metro touching in first, 3:05.72. Lola Cragg from Burnley Aquatics, 3:11 dead. Grace Reed from Prescott. And there we have confirmation of the result. Heat number 2. As we get this second heat underway, Lucy Parsons from Prescott, she's over in lane number 1. Grace Holland, Pioneer 79, she's in 2. Adia Tiernan, Wigan Best, she's in 3. Sarah Borland, Southport, in 4. Amelia Picton, Wigan Best, in 5. Martha Miller from Preston in 6. Natalia Bonfield from City of Salford, she's in 7, and Mia Prickett from Pioneer, she's in down here in lane number 8. But it's lane 4 and 5 that seem to have the edge over lane 7 and 8. So Amelia Picton has just got half a body's length over Zara Borland, who has, again, probably over Natalia Bonfield. And on the turn, it was a good, very good turn by Zara Borland. That's just brought her through. So now these 4 swimmers. Lane 4, Zara Borland, Amelia Picton. Lane 5, Natalia Bonfield in 7, and Mia Prickton in 8. All level. These 4 just got the edge over our other swimmers. And as we come into the turn, it's Zara Borland from Southport that turns first, 2:19.01. From Natalia Bonfield, 2:20.89. And Amelia Picton, 2:21.20. Zara's just started to stretch her lead out slightly, but over in lane 1, Lucy Parsons from Prescott is starting to come back into second place. Natalia Bonfield just drifting into 3rd, but it looks as though it is Natalia that's going to get the second, and Amelia Picton. So we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go. Heat number 3. And in heat number 3, we have in lane 1, Petter Chilton from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2, Elise Bruns, Liverpool Penguins. Lane 3, Isabella Evans from Southport. Lane 5, Hannah MacDonald from City of Salford. And lane 6, Tiana Kinter, Wigan Best. Lane 7, Jessica Pennyfold from Southport. And in lane 8, Mia Newton from Pioneer 79. So as we come into halfway, it's Hannah MacDonald, City of Salford, that's going to turn first from Tiana Kinter. With Elise Bruns over there in lane number 2. She's in 3rd place. Hannah's just going to turn first, extending the lead slightly over Tiana. And these two are just stretching their lead out over what looks like 3rd place Mia Newton down here in lane number 8 from Pioneer 79. But as we come into the finish, it's going to be Hannah MacDonald from the City of Salford who touches first from Tiana Kinter. And in 3rd place, it's going to be Petter Chilton from Blackpool Aquatics, 3:00.58. We'll just wait for that confirmation of the result. And there we have it. Heat number 4. was a good start by Olivia Sheehan down here in lane number 8. And it looks as though it's her teammate Amy Crompton-Hesford who's just got that early lead. Through the first 50 it is Amy Crompton-Hesford who turns first from her teammate Olivia Sheehan. 40 at 1-3 with Lily Gregg from Pioneer 79 just behind her. And as we come to the 150 turn, Amy Crompton-Hesford has extended her lead over her teammate Olivia Sheehan. Lola Barron from Burnley Aquatics, she's in third with Lily Gregg from Pioneer 79 now in fourth. And as we come into this last 25, it looks as though Lola Barron from Burnley Aquatics has just started to move away from Olivia Sheehan and Lily Gregg. So it's going to be Amy Crompton-Hesford from Wigan Best touching in first from Lola Barron, Burnley Aquatics. And in third place, Lily Gregg from Pioneer 79. We'll just wait for the confirmation of our last the result. And there we have it, Heat 5. And as we get this Heat 5 underway, we've got Afia Minas, City of Manchester, in lane number 1. Georgiana Bott from Wigan Best in lane number 2. Rosie Linley from Leyland Barracudas in 3. Jessica Williamson, Wigan Best in lane 4. Ella Prescott from Ormskirk in lane number 5. Rachel Waters, Pioneer 79 in lane number 6. Elizabeth Ashton from Oldham Aquatics in 7. And Katie Rounsley from Prescott down here in lane number 8. But it's Jessica Williamson that's just starting to edge out this lead. She's leading Georgiana Bott from Wigan Best, and also Ella Prescott. But Katie Rounsley and Afia Minas on both sides of the pool are starting to edge back into this race. Jessica still has the edge over everybody else, but lane 8, Katie Rounsley, Afia Minas, Georgiana Bott. These three swimmers are just about together, and it's going to be who's going to have the better turn off the wall. So Jessica still leads from Georgiana Bott from Wigan Best in lane number 2, and Katie Rounsley from Prescott down here in lane number 8. And as our competitors come under the flags, it's going to be touch and go. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Georgiana Bott in second, Katie Rounsley in third, Ella Prescott in fourth. We'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go. Heat number 6. So first to break is Hattie Varley from Clitheroe down here in lane 7. And she's got Mia Smith chasing her down. Ella Roberts from Prescott over in lane 4. It's going to be very, very close down this first 50. Who's going to turn first? It is Ella Roberts from Kenzie Ormerod with Hattie Varley in third place. As we go through 75 metres, there's not much between any of the swimmers at this moment in time. Ella Roberts just has that slight edge from Kenzie Ormerod, but Mia Smith, Pioneer 79, down here in lane 8. She's going to be second to turn from Hattie Varley. Some good turns there by Mia. She's brought her right back into contention with Ella Roberts. Well, like we say, as we go down this next 50, it's very, very close right the way across the pool. Just our other two swimmers, Ella Roberts and Mia Smith. that have the edge over the others. And it is Mia Smith that turns first, 2:05.14 over Ella Roberts, 2:06.26. And as we come into this final 25, Mia Smith just has the edge over Ella, but Ella is starting to come back. And as we go under the flags, it's going to be very, very close. Who's going to get the touch? It looks as though it's going to be Mia Smith. It is, from Ella Roberts. And Hattie Varley in 7. Good race by those girls. Just wait for the confirmation of the results. Just wait for the confirmation. Slight technical issue. Just a reminder to all coaches and team managers, just to remember to return their coaches' passes at the end of the day, please, once you've finished with them. And there we have confirmation of that result for heat number 6, heat number 7. And we've got a disqualification to announce, which is in the last heat. So it's event 203, heat number 6, lane number 3. So disqualification on event 203, heat number 6, lane 3. So as we go through halfway, we've got Sophie Jones from Southport, who's turning first from Olivia Borland, a teammate in lane 7. Closely followed by Catherine Waters over there in lane 1. And Kimberley Manask, City of Manchester, in lane 6. But there's only 0.2 of a second. How about that between the first 4 places as we went through halfway? And as we go through 150, it's all change with Catherine Waters over in lane number 1 from Pioneer 79, turning first from Kimberley Manask. And then Olivia Borland and Sophie Jones in lane number 8. But there's nothing between them at all. And coming through in lane 5 is Amy White. So it looks as though, as we come down to the flags, it's going to be Sophie Jones by the looks of it. Down here in lane number 8 that's going to touch first. Olivia Borland in third. Catherine Waters in second. 2 sides of the pool getting the touches there. And there's confirmation of the results. Heat number 8. So as we go through the turn at the first 50, it's Emily McSharry from the City of Salford turning first, 36.51. From Emily Morris at Garston. And Isabel Martin in Pioneer 79 down here in lane 7 and 8. As we come to the turn, it's still Emily with that narrowest of margins over Isabel Martin. And then we've got Mena Shiras. She's from Preston, over there in lane 3. And Emily Morris still hanging in there in 4th place. But it's Emily McSharry in lane 2 that's seems to have a substantial lead now. A good 3.5 seconds over Isabel Martin down here in lane 7. But Anna Ashworth over in lane 1 from Burnley Aquatics is starting to come back and challenge Isabel Martin. And Georgia Heath from Bolton Metro. As we come into the finish, it's We'll just wait for the confirmation of the result. We don't seem to have a time for Emily McSherry. And there she goes. And there we have the confirmation of the result for heat number 8. Heat number 9. As we go through 75 metres, it's Amy Doyle and Holly Maxwell having a little battle down here in lane 6 and 7. It looks as though Amy Doyle is going to turn first. As she does from Holly Maxwell. And Megan Finn from City of Salford over in lane number 3. Amy Doyle looks as though she's just starting to pull a little bit of a lead as we come into this final turn. It's Holly Maxwell that turned first from Amy Doyle and Megan Finn. But it's still lane 6 and 7 that have the lead. And Holly Maxwell is just starting to stretch out. Keeping a nice tempo as she comes under the flags. And into the finish. So there we go. Holly Maxwell touching first, 2:41.49. Amy Doyle, 2:42.75. And Megan Finn, City of Salford, 2:45.79. We'll just wait for the confirmation of the result. And there we go. And we have the confirmation. And heat number 10. So it's Ella Williams in lane number 8 who broke first. She goes through the first 25 with a slight lead over everybody else. Next to her in lane 7 we've got Jessica Smith, lane 6 Jodie Beck, lane 5 Elisa McElroy, lane 4 Elizabeth Walsh, lane 3 Emma Tabernacle, Lane 2, Robin Douglas. And in lane 1, Samantha Ash from the Blackpool Aquatics. So it's Ella Williams, Pioneer 79, turning first. From Samantha Ash on the opposite side of the pool. There's 2 outside lanes, plus Jessica Smith in lane 7. They're just starting to edge a little bit of a lead over lanes 3, 4 and 6. As we come into the turn, it looks as though it could be Jessica Smith that's going to turn first. It is. From Samantha Ash with Ella Williams in third. As we come into the final turn, it's going to be close between Jessica Smith and Samantha Ash. So it's Jessica Smith that turns first, but Emma Tabernacle from Preston sneaks into second place. Ella still in third, with Jodie Beck fourth and Samantha Ash fifth, but just 1.5 seconds between the first 5 places. So coming into the finish, it's going to be Jessica Smith from Emma Tabernacle and Jodie Beck finishing in third place. But as we need to, we wait for the confirmation of them results. And there we have it. Heat 11. So we have a disqualification to announce in the last heat. Heat number 10 is lane number 1. So event 203, heat 10, lane 1 was disqualified. So in this heat, in lane 1, we've got Alexandra Brophy from Blackpool Aquatics, Ruby Hearn from the City of Liverpool in 2, Piper Stevens, Wigan Best in 3, Tahira Collins, a teammate, in lane number 4. In lane number 5, Eleanor Ray from Ormskirk. Lane 6, Emma Dixon from the City of Manchester. Lane 7, Abby Hewitt from Blackburn. And in lane number 8, Charlotte Riley from the City of Salford. And it looks as though it's Charlotte Riley that's just starting to establish a nice little lead over Emma Dixon in lane 6. So 6, 7 and 8, they're the first 3. Charlotte Riley in first, Emma Dixon in second, Abby Hewitt in third. but there's not much between the first 5. And Charlotte Riley is just starting to establish a little bit of a lead over Emma Dixon and Abby Hewitt. Just gone out to 2 seconds. But it looks as though Emma Dixon is coming into the finish. I think Charlotte Riley's going to hang on. And she's going to touch first. And we'll just wait for confirmation of that. We've got no time for Charlotte Riley. She definitely touched first though. And then we have confirmation of that result for Heat 11, Heat 12. As we come under the flags, it's going to be Hannah Camden from the city of Salford that turns first, from Olivia McGinty from Clitheroe, and Michaela Shackleton, Pioneer 79 in lane 6. So down in lane 8 we've got Freya Ainsworth from the city of Liverpool, and next to her we've got lane 7 Olivia McGinty from Clitheroe, lane 6 Michaela Shackleton, Pioneer 79, lane 5 Hannah Raystrick, Burnley Aquatics, lane 4 Hannah Camden, city of Salford, lane 3 Jessica Johnson from the city of Manchester, lane 2 Gabrielle Parker from Preston, and lane 1 Erin Hoyland from Stretford. But it's still Hannah Camden in lane 4 from the city of Salford, maintaining the lead. Just over about a second, it says, over Olivia McGinty. But it's all going to depend on this last 5 metres, and it looks as though Olivia McGinty is starting to come back as we go under the flags. It looks as though she's going to take it. And she does. So it's Olivia McGinty from Hannah Camden and Michaela Shackleton. And as we wait for the confirmation of the result, And then we have the result for heat number 12, heat number 13. We have Charlotte Hughes in lane 1 from Southport. In lane 3, Victoria Woods from City of Salford. Lane 4, Ruby Kane from Pioneer 79. Her teammate Charlie Coy, also from Pioneer 79. Lane 6 is Harriet Finn, City of Salford. Lane 7, Isabel Forrest, Pioneer 79, and her teammate Jasmine Leigh in lane number 8. So as we come down into the halfway, it's Jasmine Leigh who's going to touch first, and she's from Ruby Kane. Harriet Finn, City of Salford, she's in 3rd. Charlie Coy in 4th. Isabel Forrest in 5. So it's a battle between Pioneer 79 and City of Salford. So Charlotte Hughes has got nobody to swim against out there in lane 1. As we come into the final turn, it is Jasmine Leigh who turns first, 1:57.22 from Ruby Kane. And Harriet Finn. As we come into this last 25, will Pioneer try and make it a 1-2-3? It's going to be very, very close, but it looks as though Harriet Finn is going to take the second, and she does, from Charlie Coy. There's Ruby just in 4th place there. And then we have confirmation of the result. Heat 14. So over in lane 1, we've got Georgia Howarth from Aquabears. Lane 2, Charlotte Hume, City of Manchester. Lane 3, Neve Speakman from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Alex Donoghue from Bolton Metro. Lane 5, Alice Entwistle from Clitheroe. Lane 6, Jessica Miller from Preston. Lane 7, Libby Manning from Garston. And in lane 8, Hannah Edwards from Carnforth. And after the first turn, it's Neve Speakman in lane 3. It just has the edge over Livy Manning. But as we come down to halfway, it's Livy Manning that's come through strongly into this turn. And she's going to turn first from Neve Speakman. With then Jessica Miller from Preston in third place, but there's not much between any of them. It's been a long day for some of these swimmers. As we come into the turn, Libby Manning has just managed to keep hold of her a lead from Neve and Alice Entwistle. She's starting to move away. And as we come under the flags, it's going to be Libby Manning from Garston, who touches first, 2:37.76 from Neve Speakman, 2:40.61. And Jessica Miller from Preston, 2:41.48. We'll wait for that all-important result, confirmation of that result. And there we have it. Heat 15. Just looking on the tweets, we've not had many this afternoon, it has to be said, but this last one from Bury and Elton Swimming Club, they're having a fab afternoon watching the live stream on, through the website, so I hope you're enjoying the commentary as well. As we come down to halfway, it's Victoria Dawson who is turning first from Lily Walwick. Two teammates together over there at Southport. And Ellie Smith turned in third. So at the moment, halfway, it was Southport 1, 2 and 3. But as we go down this final 50, Lily Duckworth and Natasha Tai, they weren't letting go. So as we go through the final turn, it's Victoria Dawson and Lily Walwick still maintaining their first and second. Emily Lawrence from Preston turning in third. But apart from the two Southport girls out in front, Emily's just starting to come back, but I don't think she's going to make it before the end of the pool. It's going to be Victoria Dawson that's touching first, with second Lily Walworth and Emily Lawrence in third. Wait for the confirmation of Heat 15. And there we go. We have the confirmation of the result. Heat 16. And in this heat, number 16 is very, very close. It's Beth McDonald in lane 6, who turns first. But there is about a second and a half between her and 6th place. There's not much whatsoever. So turning in first was Beth McDonald, City of Salford. Second was Abigail Towell from Crosby. Alicia Page Wollstonecroft in lane 7 from the City of Salford was third. Amy Tebay from Southport has had a busy day today, was turned in fourth. And Chiara Tomasello from Manchester. And as we come down this final 50, it's Abigail Towell from Crosby, who's just etched out a little bit of a lead over Beth McDonald. But over in lane 1, Chiara Tomasello, who's going to get the touch between her and Alicia Page Wollstonecroft. It is Chiara Tomasello. Only just. 235.70 to 235.74. And then we have confirmation of the result. Heat 17. A very nice start by Leah Williams there in lane number 5. Last to rise out the water. Over in lane number 1, we've got Lois Keys, City of Liverpool, Simone Elson, Pioneer 79 in 2. In 3, Emily Conway, City of Manchester. Lane 4, Kiara Harrison from Oldham Classics. Lane 5, Leah Williams, Pioneer 79. Lane 6, Molly Gordon, Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 7, Eve Richins from Liverpool Penguins. And in lane 8, Eleanor Daly from Prescott. But on 2 sides of the pool, we've got Lois Keys from City of Liverpool over in lane 1. And on this side, we've got Molly Gordon and Eleanor Daly, 6 and 7. These are going to go into the turn all together. It's Lois that gets the turn first from Eleanor Daly and Molly Gordon. So who's going to get the turn on this last turn? Is Lois going to keep it? It is. Lois Keys, City of Liverpool. She takes the turn first from Molly Gordon and Eleanor Daly. And now it's a battle royal. 2 sides of the pool. Lane 1 and lane 6. Eleanor just starting to fade away. Into the last 5 metres. It's going to be Lois Keys from Molly Gordon, and Eleanor Daly just maintains that 3rd place. Well done, ladies. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we go. Heat 18. As we go down this first 50, it looks like Lizzie Woodcock from Charlie Marlins in lane 2. Looks as though she's going to turn first. And she does, 34.96 from Abby Watt from Southport. And Bethany Hughes also from Southport. 2 sides of the pool again. Who seem to be taking the race to the others. Coming into the halfway turn, it looks as though it's going to be Abby Watt, though, that takes the turn first. No, it isn't. It's actually Lizzie. Just hangs on to that first place, just by 1/10 of a second from Abby Watt. And Olivia Heron from Worsley. She's in lane number 4. She took the 3rd place. So as we come into this last 5 metres, into the 150 turn, it's Abby Watt that just takes over from Lizzie Woodcock. Charlie Marlins, 6/10 of a second between the two. Olivia Heron still hanging on to that third place. Only just though from Olivia Nichols from Pioneer 79 in 5. But who's going to get the touch? Is Lizzie going to come back? Are we going to get it? It's going to be touch and go. It looks as though Abby's going to get it, and she does just half a second. Nothing in it at all. Abby Wyatt, sorry. Abby Wyatt from Southport first, Lizzie Woodcock in second, Olivia Dykes in third. And we have confirmation of the result. Come to our penultimate heat, heat number 19. So as our penultimate heat gets underway, it looks as though it's Isabel Cochran from Pioneer 79 that looks as though she has a slight lead over Katie Forster. Going well, Mia Smith, Georgia Ashton. So on the turn it's Kate Forster that turns first from Anna Duncan, Liverpool Penguins in 7. Isabel Cochran, Pioneer 79 in 3rd. But there's nothing between them at all. It's very, very straight right the way across the pool. Chloe Cotton from Chorley Marlins. Just starting to come back on our two that are just out in front. Down here in lane 7, Anna Duncan. There is nothing between them at all. Two seconds between everybody on that turn. Just this last leg that's going to determine who gets the win. Good battle between Isabel Cochran and Kate Forster. Isabel just coming back. And it's Isabel Cochran that turns first from Kate Forster and Anna Duncan. Coming into the last 25, it looks as though Kate's just starting to edge Isabel. Are we going to get this last? She's starting to come back. Isabel's just starting to come back, and as we come into the last 5 meters, it's going to be on the touch. Who's going to get it? It's anybody's guess. We didn't get a time for Isabel. It's got to be 1/10 of a second. We'll wait for the confirmation of the result, but that was very, very close. 2:29.25, 2:29.67. And then we have the confirmation of that result. And we come to our last heat of the day, heat number 20. as we sort out our technical issue with our starting ledge. I'd like to thank everybody for the swimming today, all our competitors. It's been a fantastic day for everybody. Some very, very close races. Let's hope that we continue it all again tomorrow. There's a good start by Chloe Golding in lane number 4. Already started to edge out a 2-metre lead over the rest of the field. And lane number 1, Josie Carroll, as she turns second. Hannah Kelsall from Everton, she's in lane 2. Matty J. Oliver from Bootle in 3. Chloe Golding in 4. Charlotte Nestor from Wigan in 5. Elizabeth Wafer from Preston in 6. Alexander Livingston from Carnforth in 7. And Eleanor Collin from Pioneer in lane 8. But it's Chloe Golding who's just started to extend the lead 3 metres over Matty J. Oliver. But everybody else is right the way across the pool. Hard on Matty J's heels. So Chloe still extending a lead, 5 metres now. As she comes into that turn. It's going to be Matty J that's going to turn in second. And then it's anybody's guess who comes up in third place. I think it's Hannah Kelsall from Everton. Josie Carroll from Southport in lane number 1. But as we come into this last 25, Hannah Kelsall is starting to come back on Matty J. Chloe Golding gets the touch, 2:16.36, and it looks as though Matty J. Oliver from Bootle is going to hang on to the second place. Only just from Hannah Kelsall from Everton. Not much in it. We're talking 1/10 of a second, if that, 13 hundredths. Well done, ladies, and that brings us to the end of our events for today. Many thanks to everybody that's taken part. I would like to thank everybody who's been watching on the World Wide Web and hope to obviously not see you tomorrow, but hear from you tomorrow. If you want to tweet us, don't forget, it's at Swim Lancashire, hashtag LancsChamps17. And we'd like to sign off and say thank you and good evening, and we'll hear from you all tomorrow. To our officials, thank you very much to our team of technical officials. And if you would like to leave the pool deck, many thanks indeed.